Bye-bye. There's people in here, didn't you know? How you doing, sir? Crew member. You'll find the ship's hangar beyond here. Feel free to go in if you like. Unfortunately, though, we can't let you into the factory and engine room opposite. That's too bad. Head mechanic banker. Phew, getting their ship ready for today was a real struggle. ZCF and the Epstein Foundation's help really greased the wheels, though. So yeah, welcome to the Courageous. This baby's the most state-of-the-art airship in the world, hands down. Nice. It's Sharon! I hear she's got cookies and she's not Sharon. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I had no idea the Rhineford Company was involved in developing something on this scale this time. All this time. Then I find out it was a collaboration with the Epstein Foundation and ZCF. And on top of that, she's got her hands in the development of our Arcus units, too. It's way too much work for one person. How many projects does Mother have under her wing right now? Well, I'm afraid I can't give a simple answer to that. But suffice to say, the chairman only knows about a small number of the projects in development by the Rhineford Group. Lately, the directors have... I knew it! Oh? Hello, Master Rain. Sorry, am I interrupting something? No, it's okay. Have you finished exploring the airship? I expect it'll be a while longer before we reach Ruhr. Finished? I don't even think I've seen half of it yet. It's kind of overwhelming. I'm looking forward to landing in Ruhr, though. It's been a while since I've seen the industrial metropolis. It's not too far from my hometown, so I'd always hear about it in passing. Oh, that's right. You're from Yimmer. So I guess you would, then. You want a little refresher? I can bring you up to speed on all things Ruhr. Sure, why not? Ruhr used to be a factory town, but it grew into a hotspot for technology as a result of its steel and heavy industry. The population is around 200,000, and since the city in the Nordia province, it's under Marquis Ragnar's jurisdiction. Still bigger than Peoria. Ah, that's right. I still find it kind of wild that Angelica is his daughter. You know, last time I visited, it felt like the whole city was man-made. Trees and grass were rare sights. It made it kind of hard to tell how large the city really is. Well, the city itself is basically one giant structure, divided into several levels. High-tech levels, no doubt. It's been expanded so many times that even long-time residents occasionally wind up in places they don't recognize. Why, I've lost count of the number of times I've had to go pick up Lady Elisa when she lost her way. That was when I was a kid. Don't say it like it still happens. Really, it was a long time ago. Uh-huh. Something tells me we're looking at the not-quite-so-distant past. Anyway, north of Ruhr is the Saxon iron mine. The iron mined there makes its way into most of the Rhineford Group's products in some form or another. Cool. The amount of ore they get from just one mine is immense. The Empire would be a different place today without it. Well, it wouldn't be a Trails game without a mine. I don't doubt it. Even our textbooks mention the Saxon mine. It's been vital to the Empire since back before the Orbital Revolution. In the center of Ruhr, you can't miss the Rhineford Group's corporate headquarters, which is also basically my house. Cookies for breakfast! What the... Honestly, I was hoping I wouldn't have to go back anytime soon. Elisa. I guess there's no point in moping about it now. We've yet to have a field study that didn't spiral into some sort of hectic stand-up adventure, but I'm ready if you are. We'll just take it as it comes. Heh, I'll be wishing you all the best. Nice. Madness hero style. We should be arriving at Ruhr soon. Please allow me to escort you to the person in charge of your field study once we do. I guess we know who that'll be. Uh-oh. Don't say it. I don't even want to think about it. Yeah, we know who that is. Marshmallow Fruity Pebbles? What the hell? Can't do that on television. You can't even do that in Bedrock. I never would have expected I'd return to Ruhr like this. Oh well. There's no point in wasting my energy worrying. There's no telling what's going to happen during this field study, so let's just hope it's a good one. Indeed. Do-do-do-do-do. How you doing? Professor Thompson! Not quite Conrad Thompson, but close enough. Splendid! Take a look, Peyton. We're cruising so fast, yet we remain completely stable, just as my test predicted we would. Mechanic Peyton! That's great. This is a big win for the both of us. Huh. I never could have done it without you. I owe you one. Hey, name's Peyton. I'm a mechanic from ZCF. I was actually in charge of maintenance on the Arcel, which is why they scooped me up for the Courageous here. The more work you do on something, the more attached you get to it. The Courageous is like my child at this point. Kinda chokes me up to see it finally take flight. Fruity Pebbles is alright, I guess. Not one of my favorites, but it's not bad. Oh, my apologies. I got a bit overexcited. I'm Thompson, a professor from the Ruhr Institute of Technology. Fluid mechanics are my specialty. I had a part in designing this airship's hull, you see. I honestly can't believe that my calculations of us surpassing 3,000 SPH is in such a huge ship were spot on. I'm so happy I could jump for joy. I'll bet. Cocoa Pebbles style. I like Dino Bites, which are pretty much the same thing as Pebbles. Junction area. Doo-doo. How you doing? Come on, nobody wants to see dudes sing. It's all about the ladies. Besides, if we make the outfit skimpy enough, guys will be breaking down the doors to get in. Uh-huh. Are you three working out what to do for the concert? Concert style. Yeah, we've got the general gist of it figured out now, but... Let me ask you, Rain. Would you prefer male or female vocals? That's a really important question, too, since it'll change the audience we draw. That's a tough decision. Why don't we try both, then? Huh, you know what? That'd be perfect! Yeah, I really like the idea. 2 songs would be the perfect length, too. Rehearsing will be a bit tougher, but I think we should do it. It lets us use both plans, too. You won't see me complaining. He seems really excited for this. I'm glad that neither of the plans we came up with will go to waste. Right then, time for a little more brainstorming with Crow and Eustace. This might make rehearsal a bit tougher, but it'll work out. It'll work out somehow. Your ideas all have the subtlety of a sledgehammer. You realize that this will put us in direct competition with Class 1, correct? We'll need to do something with the degree of class in order to take them on. Flintstone style. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. We can't go out the boarding gate. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. How you doing, sir? Welcome to the Courageous. Prince Oliver and Major Vander are on the front deck if you're looking for them. Well, why don't you go say hello? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Supply room. How you doing? Logistics Officer Dietz. Hey there, welcome to the supply room. We don't actually have too many supplies here, though, since we were kind of in a rush. Still, if you want anything, let me know. You'll be my first customer. You gotta like the Flintstones. Have to. By law. So, just typical supplies here. And ingredients and such. Not really a big deal. When it comes to firepower, the ship's equipped with the bare minimum. That's not just due to a lack of time, either. It was a conscious decision on our part. We want the focus of the ship to be the things it stands for, not how much fancy weaponry it's got. Of course, that doesn't mean we won't react appropriately if anyone's foolish enough to try anything against us. Well, naturally. Rear deck style. I think we want to talk to them to advance the plot, but first we're gonna go over this way. Ba 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 ba! We're not loving it. Millium! Whoa, this ship is amazing! We're flying faster than a bird. Take that, bird! Now I kinda want one. I wonder if Gramps will get me my own airship if I ask him real nice. You can already fly around on Air Getlum. Don't go getting greedy. Meh. The view from up here is so beautiful. I feel like I'm weightless, soaring peacefully above the clouds. You know, this is actually the first time I've ever been aboard an airship. Whoa, I think I'm starting to feel a little dizzy. Is that normal? Probably. Fee! The airship we used in the core was pretty fast, but this one's even faster. In fact, its specs seem pretty high across the board. Fancy stuff. Never a dull moment in Class 7, I guess. Apparently so.
Ah, at long last, the Courageous is finally taken to the skies of Erebonia. I feel like a mother hen watching her chicks leave the nest.
I'll take your word for it.
This may sound a bit forward of me to say, but it sounds like you had some hurdles getting this project together.
It was no easy ride, I'll say that.
I doubt it would have come together without the Prince's unwavering dedication and tireless work. He had to find the time to raise funds and oversee the entire project, in addition to all his official duties. And to add to that, he had to take care of all the arrangements necessary to get Viscount Xseed installed as its captain.
I can't even imagine how busy your schedule must have been. Even from a student's perspective, it sounds brutal.
Well, for this ship to have any weight as a deterrent, I needed the Viscount. Thankfully, he agreed to my request. My plan is to create a neutral third power capable of acting independently of our nation's two competing factions.
That's a great idea.
You can think of the Courageous as the first physical embodiment of that ideal.
A third party, huh? I feel like I'm starting to understand at least part of what it is you're trying to accomplish.
The road will be a difficult one, though.
True, but this is only the beginning. Seeing this ship soar through the clouds for the first time moves my heart, just as when Class 7 was formally established. I look forward to seeing what the future holds for the Courageous. and for the brave men and women of your class.
Your Highness.
We live in interesting times. The political situation across the Empire seems to grow more ominous by the day. But, with any luck, making a real show out of this ship's launch will push back against the prevailing climate.
Well, that's the hope at least. Either way, you'll have your whole life to split hairs about politics. For now, give your attention to your field study.
Thank you. I know you have high expectations for us, and I hope we'll be able to meet them.
Indeed. Mwahaha. Ah, it's a wonderful feeling standing on the deck, feeling the wind rushing by. And how much more liberating would it be to shed these tiresome clothes and hold a beautiful concert above Ruhr? I might have misheard you, but did you just say you'd like to fly to Ordis hanging over the railing by your feet? Huh, come now, dear Mueller. I'm not that much of a masochist. Meh. I don't know if I'll ever reconcile this side of Prince Oliver with what he's like when he's actually being serious. And the way Major Vander can shoot him down without batting an eye, even though he's the prince, is really something. I get the feeling those two must have been through a lot together. I wonder how long they've known each other. Heh, I've only begun to paint the exquisite portrait of my life. And once my goals have been achieved, I shall go au naturel forevermore. Anyway, I think it's safe to call the grand unveiling of the ship a success. I suggest you focus on your field study for now. Leave keeping an eye on this fool to me. It's a full-time job. But someone's gotta do it. Thanks. We will. He and the prince really do seem close. Indeed.
Yeah.
Now we want to go talk to Sarah.
Instructor Sarah? Tova? What are you guys doing out here?
Oh, just a little bracer-to-bracer information swapping.
That's about the long and short of it. Been a while since I saw you guys, though. Not since last month in Legram.
Yeah. Always nice to see a friendly face, though.
Well, despite keeping in touch with him and setting up these arrangements, it came as a surprise to me to see him on board, too.
Clearly, it was meant to be. Honestly, I was only brought on because of my connection with Viscount Xseed.
This airship really is in a class all its own, though. It's not every day you see a ship owned by the Imperial family and captained by the Radiant Blade Master.
This cruiser has the potential to be an important force in Erebonia going forward.
Uh-huh. I imagine so.
Without ties to the Imperial or Provincial armies, it can potentially keep both of them in check if need be. It might not be able to do that quite as well as a strong guild presence could, but it'll still help protect a lot of people.
That's true. It still frustrates me how the guild used to be an institution here, and now we're just barely keeping the lights on. At least the Crossbell branch sends its people over to help us out when we need a hand, though.
Like Oreos.
Wenzel's one thing, but we owe McLean so many favors, I've lost count.
Told ya. Shoulda listened.
McLean? Wait, are you talking about...
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I guess you would have heard of him. He's an A-rank bracer over at the Crossbell branch. A guy we used to work with named Wenzel works there now, too. Wait, maybe we should back it up a bit.
The guy we're talking about is Arios McLean, aka the Divine Blade of Wind.
Meh.
The name probably sounds familiar to you because he's also a practitioner of the 8 Leaves 1 Blade style.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. I've never met him myself, but I heard a lot about him from my master. He mastered the school's second form. It sounds about as untouchable as anyone who holds the title of Divine Blade.
Well, he's pretty damn strong, I'll give you that. Bailed me out of more tough spots than I'd like to admit. Speaking of, you know who else is a student of the 8 Leaves School? Cassius Bright.
Meh.
We were talking about him before, remember? He's the bracer who took command during that big incident 2 years ago.
Yep.
Though from what I heard, he left the way of the sword behind a while back.
He sure did.
Cassius Bright was here in Erebonia. Wait, 2 years ago.
It was an eventful time, to put it lightly. And yeah, we have Cassius to thank for getting us past that. But afterward, well, you know the story from there. They shuttered guild branches all across the Empire, one after the other, and your dear, sweet instructor was out of a job.
I'd be glad to give you all the grisly details, but it's a long story. We should probably save it for another time. But hey, the guild seems to have a good track record with folks from the 8 Leaves School. Maybe you should consider a career as a bracer. Door's always open, you know?
Meh.
Me? A bracer? Huh. I never really thought about it before.
Would make sense.
Hey, there's enough of us singing the Bracer Blues without you trying to recruit my students.
Never hurts to start them early. Seriously though, we're always looking for more good people. If that's something you wanted to do, I wouldn't turn you down.
I'll give it some thought.
Nice. I still haven't been able to repay Cassius for everything he did either. Oh well, we'll just have to do what we can to live up to the guild's ideals and keep the Bracer spirit alive. I wonder if that's something to do with how she ended up working at the academy. Sounds like she has a lot on her mind right now. The ship should prove an effective deterrent since it's not affiliated with either faction. When you look at it that way, you can see the first steps of what the prince is setting out to do. And of course, me and the guild will be behind him all the way. Naturally. We're in the air. Do 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 do. And it's so epic. Uh-oh.
Attention all crew members and passengers. We will soon be entering Ruhr airspace.
Cool.
Please prepare for landing, and make sure you have all personal effects with you before disembarking.
Naga.
Sounds like we're almost there. That was a shorter flight than I'd expected. Guess I'd better go round up the others and start getting ready.
Bum bum bum. Whee! Ruhr! Everybody likes
Ruhr
Ruhr.
Airport's granted us permission to land.
Commence landing preparations. And keep the engine warm. We'll be taking off again right after our guests have disembarked.
Aye, aye, Captain. Preparing the Courageous to land.
Including today, you've got 3 days for this month's field study. Make 'em count, guys. We shall. I plan on it. We'll do the best we can. You guys be careful in Ordis, okay? Yeah, it sounds like things could get dangerous there. Don't sweat it, we'll be fine. We ought to be alright if a certain someone can keep her mouth shut. Take care in Ruhr, everyone. Will do. When we get back, we'll be jumping straight into festival prep. Hope you're ready to discover the true terror of planning my committee. Oh, that's right. Do-do-do-do-do. With everything that's happened so far today, I almost forgot about that. Nah. We'll have the songs and outfits finalized by the time we get back, and we should have the positions all figured out too. Probably. Let's try to save at least a bit of strength. It'd be a shame to come back too tired to outdo Class 1. That would be a shame, wouldn't it? A damn shame. Public shaming. Oh, I think I could find the energy. Huh. That's all the more reason for us to return safe and sound. Ah, the spirited joys of youth. I'm sure both your field study and the Academy Festival will prove valuable experience for all of you. Work hard out there, guys, but not too hard, you hear? May the goddess go with you. Take care. We will. Alright, and such.